So this is Chicago. Yo, Chicago got some crazy architecture, not gonna lie to you. I was in Chicago over the weekend and I was just looking at the buildings and I'm just like, people just normally walked around here back in the day, just like looking at all these symbols. Like, even like today, people just walk right past all of this. They don't look up at all. They just keep walking like, oh, that's cool. Keep going. Look, you got cracks and stuff in here to different rooms and stuff like. The old world's amazing.
Can say
It sure didn't.
We need a movie with the crack.
China's population is 1.4 billion people. America has 320 million. That's a lot less. China has been under surveillance state for decades. 600 million surveillance cameras. How do you keep up? They can identify citizens with facial recognition with a 98.5% accuracy, and they record every move by their citizens. That's kind of what they're trying to do here with those flock cameras, right? Yet China only has 450 data centers. What data is the U.S. gathering that would justify the U.S. to need 5,000 data centers, 15 times what China has with only a quarter of the population? We're not trying to just track like our every movements. They're like trying to track our minds. You get what I'm saying? Like they're literally trying to track our minds and our thoughts and stuff and gain every piece of data about you so that they can upload it into some type of server or for their AI, you know what I'm saying? Or clones or robots or whatever. They probably have like an AI robot with like a million different personalities. You could just swipe like, that one. And then here comes Right 7X. Fucking robot Right 7X.
Once you hit your 30s, you can't hide the bullshit. Whatever you did in your 20s will dictate good or bad your 30s.
That's true.
The fuck, the fuck, the fuck is in the air. The fuck, there's white shit everywhere. The fuck,
Wait.
I must be fucking.
Aren't they supposed to face the sun? Man tackled after starting fire in front of federal building that houses New York City's ICE office. He said, yeah, I'm tired of this. You got ice here? I'm gonna show you fire. Yo, that's wild, man. They walking casually like, come on, man. Here we go again. That was weak. You know, you could have ran or something, did some little juke moves or something. What's all these undercovers? You see all these people that just ran up afterwards? Them undercovers. So no one spotted one worker changing the signs anywhere. This is also their third time changing their name. But why? I don't know. We've been told hard work is the answer. Let me explain this. Hours needed each week to earn above the poverty line on minimum wage. Japan has 11 hours. That's all you gotta work in Japan? What's the poverty line though? I don't know. UK, 23 hours. France, 26 hours. New Zealand, 29. Portugal, 31. Australia, 32. Belgium, 32. Spain, 32. Ireland, 33. It looks like 31, 32 is like that golden number. Germany, 37. Luxembourg, 44. Canada, 44. US, 90. What is minimum wage then? What's it for? You gotta work 90 hours in 1 week? That's like impossible. Like unless you're staying the night at your job. Like dang, man. Time to move to Japan. Or you know what, move to UK. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to the US, just a little different accent, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing how much can change in just 20 years. Look at the old symbols, man. The new ones, they just suck.
About these Georgia Guidestones, you know what I'm saying? I've been hearing a lot about, you know what I'm saying, the Georgia Guidestones and the conspiracy theories and all that or whatever. So me living in Georgia now, I said, well, why not go visit the Georgia Guidestones and let me see for myself? You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to tell you, look right here. You see it right here. Now these guy stones, you know what I'm saying, is written in what? Russian, Chinese, English, Spanish, Arabic, Hebrew, Swahili, and Hindu. And it says right here, let these be the guide stones to an age of reason. The Georgia guide stone, center cluster erected March 22nd, 1980. So, what is they talking about? Let's go over there and see what they're talking about. Whoa. This is the one that's written in English right here. We're going to read from the top. Now it says, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. What the fuck they mean by that? Ain't it like 7.8 billion people on the earth?
Right.
What they mean maintaining those under 500 million? How they going to get the earth down to 7.8 billion people to 500 million? Makes you want to say, huh? It's a guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. What do they mean by guide reproduction wisely? Planned Parenthood, abortions, unite humanity with a living new language. What the fuck is that? You know, how they gonna do that? So many languages on Earth, but they said they're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? By getting the population under 500 million. It's 7.8 billion people on Earth. How is they gonna do all this? So all the people that talking about some people conspiracy theories and all that shit right here. Well, this right here is written in stone, right there. 500 million people. They want to put the earth under 500 million people. It's 7.8 billion people on the earth. Now this is written in English. I think this one is written. Come over here. I think this one is written in what, Sanskrit or something like the Russian.
Sanskrit.
And out there it's written like Chinese or whatever, or Sanskrit. One of them. It's like 5 different languages at the top right there. So this is not. It's not just English. They got it in all of them. They got it in Chinese. It all say the same thing, but in different languages. I think those like the Egyptian hieroglyphs up there. It's all saying the same thing. They got it in Arabic. Shit, all something else. They got it in Hebrew.
Hey man, if they can write this in all these different languages, man, how come we haven't deciphered like ancient books and stuff, right? They be lying to us, man. They know what's going on, man.
Out what language this is. I think it's like Greek or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it's a lot of different languages on these different stones. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I had to see for myself. Was it, you know what I'm saying? What was all the fuss about this? What was all the hype about these Georgia guide stones? But they go to show you right there that this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is real. That's why they're trying to vaccinate everybody. Y'all see the shirt. You see the shirt. We ain't fucking around. We is not fucking around. So let's go back around here again. Fucking around. I got some more languages. Different languages. I think it's like Russian or something like that or whatever, I'm not mistaken. And they got some more over here. right here. And I think like the sun sets like in different angles to show like different parts of these different stones. So wherever the sun is at, you know what I'm saying, it shows brighter, you know what I'm saying, on that side than it go on that side or whatever. Y'all know how that shit there. So yeah, so let's go back to it again. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. How is they going to get the earth from 7.8 billion people to 500 million people?
How?
It's written in stone. So if all people talking about conspiracy theories and this and that or whatever, it's right there. It's written in stone. You cannot, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, dispute that. You can't dispute that. How they going to do that? Why is they pushing this vaccine so hard? Even though the vaccine, you know what I'm saying, it's not helping nobody. It's like those people that got the vaccine shot is still catching the C-19. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on with that? Y'all got to excuse me too, man. It's hot sun right here, but y'all get it. Y'all see this shit, man. I'm gonna read all these real quick so y'all get a clear understanding of what y'all reading. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness, diversity.
Yo, where you get that shirt, man?
I made it. You like it?
That's awesome.
Yes. You gotta
Look
get
at his
it, man.
shirt. Wow.
You gotta arrest Dr. Fauci.
I
man.
knew it. I knew you was the brother when I saw you.
Absolutely. We need Trump back too.
Yeah, badly.
Rules. They say rules, passion, faith, tradition, and all the things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Fair laws and just courts, huh? Shit. Fuck out of here. It said protect, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. They already got that going on. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature and leave room for nature. So, did you know that if you take the whole entire Earth's population and put it in Alaska, that every single one of us will be able to live comfortably on 1 acre of land? That's 7.8 billion people. So with them lying talking about, so they gotta bring the population down to 500 million, you know what I'm saying, for nature and earth and all that. It's all fucking smoke screens. It's all bullshit. They just want to exterminate you so they can control you. That's all I gotta say, man. The truth shall set you free. Y'all know what time it is.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Y'all can go ahead and screenshot this, read this as you read this, you know what I'm saying, and see what you think for yourself. Keep them under 500,000. That's crazy work. Or is that 500 million? I think that's 500 million, y'all. So it's like half of the world. No, that's like more than half. That's like a lot. Dang. So I think it's really gonna happen out here.
These are both parallel Bibles. They are from the 1880s. The Old Testament is Hebrew and the New Testament is in Greek, and I'm going to be comparing the two today to show you the differences between the two. Okay, this is the chronological table of Jewish and contemporaneous history. So this is one book, The Creation of the World, the Deluge, and then it says Assyrian Empire founded in 2234. Then you go down to this one, Creation of the World, the Deluge, and this has the Chinese Empire founded. And the date is, it's hard to see, the date 2650 maybe. Here, 753, Rome was built. 753, Rome was built. 580, keep in mind these are all BC dates. This is Jews captive in Babylon. These are the things that happened down here. 580, Jews captive in Babylon, same thing. Okay, so now this one has a lot of information and good.
You know what's crazy? The Bible just ain't know nothing about nowhere else in the world, did they? Like whoever wrote the Bible, like the creation of the world and all that. Like, what about all them other people? I don't know. It always just throws me off. Like there wasn't other continents. Like, there just wasn't other people there. There was just people in this little fictional Middle East. You know what I'm saying?
It's down here to 1866 on one page. But this Bible has this page and this page of information ending in 1866. And this page talks about these people. It's bizarre to me that this is in a Bible. So I'm going to go over that now, if you're interested in that name. But before I do that really quickly, in 1492, the Jews were banished from Spain, Portugal, and France. Terrible sufferings caused thereby. And then you see discovery of America. Wonder where they went. And you go to this one, and it has it as well. 1492, Jews banned from Spain, Portugal, and France. Discovery of America, 1492. So who started America?
Oh, this is a screenshot?
This is
Okay,
where
bet.
this Bible has a lot less history. And then this Bible has a lot more history. You can hear the Reign of Terror, 1793. 1793, and this one is way up here, and it doesn't even have that. And then this one stops in 1866 with civil rights granted to the Jews in Italy. And then you go to this one, and it stops in 1886. So this is where it gets really good. This is where there's more information. So 1849, Baron Lionel was elected into Parliament, and Rome became a republic. Pay attention. The first great exhibition in London. So this is the very first World's Fair. I'm gonna read all of this. He was elected to Parliament for the City of London. A violent outbreak against the Jews in Stockholm. I just think it's strange that this right here is connecting to this name. And if you know, you know. Can't say too much on here, but I think it's very strange that this is in a Bible.
Man, that's
And
when
here
things
in
start taking off,
1858, He
man.
was the first to sit in Parliament. And then you start seeing this word come up more, which I've done a few videos on this. There's just a lot here to unpack and take in, and I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. But yeah, that is a lot. You know, these old books always, I don't know, they leave me with more questions than answers. Because now I'm like, that's like, there's so much time. They're trying to say like the world was created in, so they wrote the book, I guess at year 0. Maybe they wrote it after. How do they know what 0 was? So then 4004 exactly years prior to that, the earth was created. And then you have all these sequence of events, like who was writing this, like who kept up with it all. Like if there was these like cataclysms or whatever, you know, or like these things that happen, like who kept up with all the events, like who was just out there like a fly on the wall, or like had the hawk's eye view of everything that's just going on and just writing it down. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I lose track of what happened 2 weeks ago.
This is part 2 of the ancient hospitals in Cambodia. And here's a mind-blowing fact. There are over 3,000 ancient temples scattered across Cambodia. But even more shocking, between 1969 and 1973, the U.S. dropped between 500,000 and 2 million tons of bombs over this region,
Crazy.
right where many of these sacred sites still stand. Here you can see in red over 100,000 sites bombed.
Wonder why.
In part 1, I showed you how Prekan wasn't just a temple, it was a healing chamber, a place where sound, vibration, and geometry were used to realign the human body and spirit. But that was just the beginning, because right behind Prekan is something even stranger. A man-made lake called Jayatataka Bere, built over 800 years ago by King Jay. And in the center of the lake sits a temple known as Nikpin. Now this is where the mystery deepens. Nikpin isn't just a shrine, it's a replica of the mythical Himalayan lake Anavatepta, set in ancient texts to heal all illnesses. And it's not metaphorical. There are 4 pools surrounding the center tower, each one aligned with one of the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. People came here to bathe, meditate, and rebalance their eternal energy. When you connect the dots, sound frequencies from Prekan, the elemental healing waters from Nikpin, the layout of these temples aligned with cosmic geometry, you start to see this wasn't just architecture. There was an ancient operating system for healing the body, mind, and soul.
Man, who carved that? Yo, Cambodia. Cambodia is like on my top list of like places I need to see or just have questions about, because like who was cutting into that stone like butter like that?
This is why I don't have a beard. If you look at a list of the richest men in the world, 95% of them are clean shaven, not even a mustache. Every president in the last 100 years was 100% clean shaven, no mustache or anything. Every top sale.
All right, man, I'm gonna just say this right now. He's a hater. Come on, man. Talking about his beard guys, you know what I'm saying? Like beard gang all day.
Person I've ever met was 100% clean shaven. I talked to Brad Lee about it, Dan Locke. I know Cardone has a beard now, but now he's a billionaire. If you look at his old sales training stuff, he was clean shaven. Think about the biggest sales job in the world, running for president. You got to convince over half the country to vote for you. If there was a strategic advantage to having hair on your face, then they would do it. There's a reason they're all 100% clean shaven, because you come across more trustworthy.
What is this man talking about? Huh? What is he talking about? First of all, the epitome of evil is in a clean-shaven man.
Yeah, no.
The most evil people in history don't have no facial hair, whether it's fictional or non-fictional. When you're showing a trustworthy man, whether he's white or black, no matter what color, always got a beard. Whether it's a garden gnome, whether it's Santa Claus, whether it's Hagrid from Harry Potter, even Jesus Christ, beard. And you brought up all of these presidents, but what about the man who's regarded as the greatest president of all time? Abraham Lincoln, beard. And not to mention, women love the beard.
Is that right, woman? What y'all think, man? This for men and women, though. Beard or no beard, man? Y'all going clean shave? Or y'all going full beard? What we doing here?
Mistakes were meant to be made. I hope you know that. It's what gives you the proof you were looking for, and the wisdom to never do it again. I know I say this all the time, but one of life's many blessings that we ignore is the fact that we get to learn from the mistakes of the people that came before us. But soon, we won't have that same luxury. A book that came out in 2006 references TikTok.
That's crazy.
TikTok didn't come out till 2016. That's a 10-year difference. But how did they do it? How did they change the wording in a book that was already printed? They didn't. They changed the digital version. Now, in my last video, I tried to stress the importance of physical media and the ownership of it, because when you own nothing and everything is digitized, how will you know what the original is?
You won't.
Disney has done this multiple times. But for example, in the show called Lilo and Stitch, there's a scene that they changed where Lilo hides in a dryer from her sister. But I understand. Kids started hiding in their dryers, and that's not safe. In Netflix, they have a show called 13 Reasons Why, where they changed a very explicit scene, but I understand. The scene was a little explicit. In Grand Theft Auto, the remaster of Vice City, they changed the shirt on a character. He had a Confederate flag on his shirt and they changed it to a skull, but I understand. Because maybe that's too offensive nowadays. But my thing is, what happens when we no longer understand? Better yet, what happens when we don't even know that they did it or don't remember? You see, when you play with fire, you get burnt. That's the proof of your mistakes. But remembering that fire was hot, that's the wisdom. All you got to do is go back. And physical media gave us that wisdom. All we had to do was go back. And now we're moving into a time, into a future where there will be no physical media and no ownership.
No going back.
Everything will be digitized and licensed so they can change it whenever and to whatever they feel like it at any time. That creates a society of people that need to see, play, view, and consume everything as soon as it comes out and fear that it won't be the same the next time they go around to check for it. In a society with no patience, no archive, no proof, and no shared memory will always be the easiest to manipulate. Because they have no choice but to trust the version that is given to them. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. You know I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, stay out of trouble.
It's just a cyclospora parasite that's causing explosive diarrhea. Now they're saying that over 1.6 million eggs is being recalled. Remember when I made the video about the explosive diarrhea parasite? And I told you they said that eggs might be one of the foods that's on that list. And if you're eating eggs, you better make your eggs well done. Well, you might as well scratch eggs off the list altogether. Over 1.6 million eggs are being recalled by Midwest Poultry Service. And the reason they're recalling these eggs is from a possible salmonella contamination. You heard what I just said? And it's going to be somebody that say it ain't that serious. It's a lie. Well, here you go right here. You see what that says right there? The affected eggs have a sell-by or buy-by date between July 20th, 2026 and August 17th, 2026. And just to let you know how many companies have these eggs for sale, here you go right here. I'm going to let the whole thing play. Look at that. Kroger, Simple Truth. Look at all this. And I'm showing you the dates as well. These are all of the eggs that can be contaminated. So the bottom line is, do not eat eggs for right now. Let them figure this shit out. Look. Look at all the companies. Okay, pay attention.
I just had some eggs this morning, y'all. No wonder my stomach was messed up. So what happened 7,000 years ago, like for real? That's clearly a melted something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to form like that.
You know, I think AI will probably, like most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world. But in the meantime, there will be great companies created with serious machine learning.
What? That don't even make sense.
It baffles me that people don't see what I'm seeing. This is a church, so why does it have fortress walls on every single corner? And everybody just takes a selfie in front of it and walks off.
Yeah,
Finish to one of them. Those notches along the top are not decoration. That's a Merlin, and that's an embouchure. You stand behind a stone, you shoot through the gap. Archers held this roof, this tower, and every inch below them is geometry. Repeated, measured, deliberate. All of it resonant with how electricity gets gathered and stored. But that's a crazy theory, right? Just entertainment. People definitely didn't have free energy back then, obviously. Besides the fact that this is a perfectly, divinely created structure, you would ask yourself, how were all the marble and stone and highly advanced patterns repeated all throughout this gigantic castle? Cathedral. When you look at it in person, you are actually in awe. It's almost like meeting an angel or something divine, because it just makes you freeze and stop and stare. And the energy you feel when you are in here is actually out of this world. You feel like you have just left the world, the city you're in, the country you're in, and it makes you pause, especially when you walk inside and you see the heavenly art that depicts actual history, things that happened, like how we take photos today. That's what the art back then was. It wasn't just, hey, look at this nice painting. It was, look what happened. And I cannot get past. Why would a fortress have a cathedral built inside it? Not beside it, but inside. And why is that cathedral full of saints? Because look at this. You walk through those battlements and you are standing in this gold, saints on every ceiling, geometry cut into the floor, a war wall outside, and a throne room inside. And here's a part they don't put on the brochure. There are 4 kings buried inside this building, not in a graveyard, but inside, and they are lying in a red porphyry. the purple stone that Rome and Byzantium reserved for emperors only. One of those tombs was carved on a king's own orders to be left empty, on purpose. For the glory of God, an empty tomb inside a fortress, inside a church, tell me what that is. They date this building to 1185. They date the Byzantine Empire, the Christian empire that lasted 1,000 years, ironically, 33 to 1453 AD. Over 8,000 years. So by their own numbers, this was built inside the 1,000 years of the Byzantine rule. The Byzantine Empire, also known as the Golden Age of Christendom that lasted a millennia. Might I say, millennial reign? Wisdom says God ordered all things in measure and number and weight. And Christ said his Father's kingdom has many houses. I think I'm standing in one. Save this and send it to your skeptic friend who still thinks we're waiting for the second coming.
Yo, that's actually a pretty nice building. You know what I'm saying? But the timeline's kind of off though, but still. I'm convinced Cat Williams was forced to exit the program and cloned to comply because he would never work with Kevin. My bad, Cat.
You will have no freedom, you will have no agency, and you still no privacy. There will be nothing left in the world for you to really do, nothing that really matters. It'll just kind of...
Is that what y'all really want? I mean, to be honest, the way people are moving nowadays, right? Where they just sit down. It's been a long day. All the way until they get to this point. You know what I'm saying? That's really what time we on. Then when they get hungry, they just say, DoorDash. I made some money on TikTok today from all of the scrolling and commenting I did. And on Facebook. So now I'm going to use that money on DoorDash. So that I don't have to go nowhere. I could just keep here scrolling. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy and scary to move. Like, where we're going to in life. I'm all for innovation, but at what cost? You know, we innovated for thousands of years without certain aspects of being addicted to, you know what I'm saying?
Lift the dome another 3 inches so the sun and moon clear the rail. Perfect. Lamps are locked. Planets and planes spinning.
All rings lit. Stardo is rolling.
Close to mark. Keep your toes on the black. On my mark. Roll 1, take 1, and reel. That I have.
I at first thought that was real. I'm pretty sure that's AI. Dang, AI is wild. You know, that's really what it means, right? I don't even want to like read that out loud just because of YouTube and their policies, but you guys see it. When you're a conspiracy theorist and you see the sun looking like this, why is it red? I mean, everybody's seen it red. You know what's crazy? The moon was red too that same night. I think that was what, 2 nights ago? Last night? Something like that. Like here we go, right here.
God.
What's up with the sun, guys? Why is it red like that? What was going on that day?
The CERN machine turned off and things are going back to how they used to be.
What? All the symbolism. Look why they got the eyes up there.
These fast food restaurants do not have our best interests in hand. I keep warning y'all, but y'all don't want to listen. So they're saying that Starbucks is putting an ingredient in their drinks called silica, and it's making a lot of people sick. You even have Starbucks workers making videos showing you this new blending powder, and they're saying it's toxic, but you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
Okay,
Don't say I didn't tell you
this
so.
is me and Lori. We're gonna be testing off the blending powder because, as you guys know, it's toxic.
You heard her?
Bro, you're gonna get cancer.
Look. You hear them saying it. Look what that turned into.
This stinks so bad.
Wow.
This what y'all drinking in Starbucks stuff? Ugh.
Look. And this is what y'all drinking.
Before the go, This is what y'all are eating.
You have workers making videos coughing. You have workers saying that this powder is hurting their throat, giving them headaches, making them feel nauseous. I need you to jump down that rabbit hole and look up that ingredient silica. But you might not have the time, so I did it for you. I need you to look at the top of the screen, right there. See what that says? Silica or silica dioxide is a natural compound made of silicone and oxygen, found commonly in quartz, sand, and in rocks. I don't think I need to say any more, right? Take your time, read the whole thing. But what you need to do is pay attention. I'm out.
He's out. Proof of the real deal. Is it because of CERN or what? Like, I mean, we're seeing a lot of stuff pop up now. Is like TikTok just allowing this stuff to hit the algorithm now? Or what? I don't know.
NASA's new 3D model shows the Earth is a lumpy mess. NASA has released a new geoid model demonstrating the shape of Earth's gravitational field, showing the irregular bulges caused by variations in the distribution of mass within the planet. According to NASA, the geoid represents the shape the ocean's surface would take under the influence of Earth's gravity alone. This visualization exaggerates that shape by multiplying the variations in height by a factor of 10,000, making differences in the planet's gravitational field easier to see. This lumpy version of Earth was created using models and satellite data spanning 15 years, capturing minute differences in gravity across the planet. Yet measuring gravity has value beyond creating jarring visuals that question just
how they measuring something that they don't even know what it is. I don't get it.
how round Earth really is. Both NASA and the European Space Agency operate satellites that keep tabs on the planet's gravitational field. These observations provide valuable insight into how much ice Antarctica and Greenland are losing as the planet warms, helping scientists better understand how quickly sea levels are rising and how much further they could rise in the future. They can also track groundwater loss and drought around the world, providing water managers with crucial information as climate change makes dry conditions more severe in many regions.
They don't care about none of that anyway. That's just one of them scientific videos to make you say, oh yeah, even though all of our water and stuff is going to data centers. Apple really got all of our fingerprints, then removed the button so they can get all of our face IDs. Look what they took away from us. I'm cleaning my garage and keeping all the old movies, VHS players, and movie CDs, etc. because we own nothing. Without the internet and power, we have no music. Very true. And they can edit anything. You don't own anything without a cell phone in today's time. You know? You don't go into your car and say, or, you know, someone get into your car and say, hey, bud, what kind of music you got in here? Pop in a DVD. Pop in a CD and, you know, tune into your vibes, make a little mix CD here and there. You don't have that no more. Everything's just automated. Give everyone AI for next to nothing. Great. They all forgot how to code. Now raise prices by 10,000. 10,000? Dang. I have You know what's crazy? Somebody gonna get a package like this and see that and say, dang, this is messed up, and go order a few more shirts off of Shein or Temu or whatever the website or app is that you guys order all this cheap clothes from. Do you think these frequencies are affecting the water inside the tank? Look closely at this water tower. See those cell towers on top? They're blasting constant EMF frequencies right over our drinking water. And here is the thing. I didn't get to read the last of it. You guys got to screenshot that. Where is this at? Oh, I know where this at, actually. This is in Aurora, Illinois. There was some crazy storms out in like Chicago and in that area, man, here recently. Chicago been getting hit with some crazy weather. Like real crazy. Flying through Illinois and to see this cloud maker. I know exactly what that cloud maker is too. Go to Byron. You're going to see that cloud maker right there. Crazy.
Saw something. See, there it is. There it is. What is that?
Ain't no way.
That is gotta be like, that's a full-on UFO. Maybe there'll be another one. Come on. Oh, jeez.
That man that said he was kidnapped by dolphins had to be telling the truth. The man that said he was kidnapped by dolphins, taken underwater, and forced to build an underwater city had to be telling the truth. How is a dolphin smart enough to pick up a fish, throw it at a man out of water, and start laughing? Look at this shit. A man was walking by someplace where a dolphin was at. A dolphin picked up a fish, threw the fish at the man.
Whoa.
Look. You hear him laughing?
The dolphin just threw a fish at me.
The dolphin is laughing. This is slow motion.
Yo.
The dolphin threw a fish at a man and then started laughing. Look at the fish. Everybody thinks sharks are the monsters. But what if I told you you've been looking at the wrong animal this whole time? Because dolphins might be one of the smartest creatures on this planet. One of the most violent creatures on this planet. I can tell you things about dolphins that you won't even believe. How about the fact that the United States government uses dolphins to arrest people? They train dolphins to follow ships. And if divers jump off that ship in unauthorized areas, you are getting locked up. So when you see a dolphin throw a fish at a man and laugh, it's not abnormal. Let's go back to the 1960s when NASA helped fund research into dolphin communication.
Yeah.
They believed that dolphins are intelligent enough to communicate with human beings. Mind you, this was in the 1960s. Do you know what they're probably capable of now? Not to mention, one of the most famous dolphin experiments is when a woman was literally living with a dolphin. We're talking about for months. Tried to teach it English, trying to see if it could understand us. And that dolphin, Peter, fell in love with her. And ask yourself this. Why would the government spend millions of dollars studying the language of an animal? These dolphins are smarter than you think. I believe that, man.
The moon fake 3D, and do you see the bright object that's not the star? That bright object is probably what's like lighting up the moon. You know, I done had this crazy thought in my mind recently, and I think that time has been manipulated, like our days. You know how you're like, man, days are just flying by. You know how we got like sun simulators and things like that? Like, what if that's really what's going on, right? The sunrise and sunset isn't the actual sunrise and sunset. It's just something that they got timed to make us think that sun came up and sun went away. But actually the days are different now. And they need something in the sky to light the moon for the phases. I don't know, man. It'd be weird though. Oh, snap. What is that? And it went away. Yo, people be catching some crazy stuff in the sky. Stunning telescope footage captures Saturn in remarkable detail. Saturn be like so detailed through a telescope that you would just think that it's like a little freaking picture or something. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like a planet with actual rings around it. Anybody out there own a telescope and did that before?
Look at this, you guys.
Oh,
I
snap.
thought I was covering my webcam. Looks like there is 2 cameras on this iPhone.
Yeah.
That is wild.
There's an infrared.
Hide your kids, hide your wives. You get a 20-pack of these webcam covers. I put them on my computer, my pads. They even have cameras on your TVs. I'm going to link these below.
Yeah, we need those. Ah, yo, how old is this? Tartaria was a real thing. Retro Oreo ingredients. The Women's Retro Retreat. White House has made a teaser. Yo. What happened with CERN? Yo. If all of that, the universe finna change, things finna switch up. We about to turn into a whole Rick and Morty in real life.
They're saying these fires smell like what?
Doesn't necessarily smell like a campfire burning, because as the smoke is carried across thousands of miles, sunlight breaks down these compounds, leaving behind toxic substances like benzene and formaldehyde, which is why the air can smell like chemicals. The American Lung Association warning of the log.
They always giving us some scientific excuse as to what they're doing with their evils, talking about the sun breaks down the smoke to make it smell like benzene and formaldehyde. That's just what y'all doing. That's probably what it actually was. Yo, everybody was messed up. I swear, I know I was. My stomach was messed up. Anybody else get messed up from that smoke, them wildfire smokes? Like, feel a little off or anything like that?
Lasting impacts from this, saying these particles can penetrate deep into the lungs and even enter the bloodstream.
Sunlight makes the air smell like chemicals now. I've lived in California my whole fucking life. Never once has a wildfire smell like no goddamn.
Yeah, no.
But let's see what else he's got to say.
Pollution triggers asthma attacks, heart attacks, and strokes, and can kill.
Wow. So not only does this wildfire smell like chemicals, but it can cause you to have a stroke and can kill you. That's a first.
You see, they doing all type of evils to us.
Man, get in here. I've been waiting to release this secret. Oh, I've been waiting to release this secret. Now, I know you always heard of the 13 colonies. And have you ever wondered why Europeans don't even talk about the 13 colonies? Because the 13 colonies was you and I. Now, before I show you the receipts, if you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But let's continue to the secret. Now, if you ever wonder why John Hanson was the first black president, 13 stars and 13 stripes, well, go ahead and take a look at this right here. And this is coming from Texas. Black Indian, Negroes, colored, mulattoes, scattered tribes of the 13 colonies. Go and take a screenshot. You can get a little closer. Right? See it? Right? This is official. This is legit. They go to the other side. This was in 7/12/2024. Right? Texas, right? As you can see, assumed name of records. See, this is legit. This is not nothing to play with. But it gets a little more deeper. Remember the Micmac?
Was that a doorbell on the video? I'm so confused right now.
Tribe? Well, it was a war in Memphis, Tennessee, and the Micmac tribe, where they invented the Egyptian hieroglyphs, the 13 colonies. You got to go back and watch my series. But yeah, I'm trying to get them donations $1, but I greatly appreciate it. But now, you know the secret of who was the original 13 colonies. And the only reason why it's called the 13 colonies, because each state was a different country. So if you move from Chicago and then move to Maine, you're in a different country. You move from Memphis, then move to Philadelphia, you're in a different country. That's why they call colonies due to the war in Egypt. Did you catch that? Oh, and in case you was wondering, here go the colonies right here. In case you was wondering, here go the colonies. Okay, here are the 13 colonies. So it's bigger than what you think. It's literally bigger than what you think.
Let me tell y'all something, bro.
Literally.
None of these people are agents. I understand that you have your speculation about everybody on this picture, including me. All because we might have blown up quick, or we might have been around celebrities or been on certain platforms, etc. You're probably thinking that no, people like us can't be promoted. They want to keep us, in the shadows. They can't promote us, etc. I need y'all to understand, bro, the power of the divine, the power of God supersedes all of these elites. The universe needs a message to be reached. It will reach it by any means necessary. The elites cannot stop that. Y'all tear down these teachers and leaders more than anybody else. All because you have an addiction to knowledge. You have an addiction to conspiracy theories. You want to think outside the box. You want to question things even when there's nothing to question. Think about this, all of my intelligent people. Tell yourself for a quick second that nobody was an agent this whole time. Watch how bored your brain feels. That's because it doesn't want to accept the truth. It wants to feed that imagination. It wants to feed that stimulation, that fantasy, that euphoria that comes from thinking outside the box. That's how you go into spiritual psychosis, because you keep wanting to think deeper rather than the boring, grounded truth.
Spiritual psychosis. That's got to be a real thing, yo. I swear.
Y'all, I know every single one of these people personally. I talk to them or I've been around their energy. I can't genuinely speak for them, but I know that I'm not an agent and I see myself in them. I don't even align with a lot of other teachers and curators, so I can't speak for them. These specific people, bro, are genuine, bro. I feel their purpose energy. I feel their passion to help. We can't help the fame that we reach. We can't help the celebrities that fuck with us, etc. It's like how you love our videos and love our information, so does everybody else. So does certain platforms and certain people that got plugs in the industry, etc. We move through God. It don't matter what place that we're in, who we're around, we're always aligned with our purpose. I'm done trying to convince y'all or anything, but I want to tell the people that have genuine speculation the truth and the other side to this shit. We just trying to help people, bro. There's so many people behind this phone that wants to do the same shit that we're doing. And once you finally do it, once you stay consistent, you will blow up. This is an energy that goes beyond the third dimension. It's not just music or just regular content. It's a purpose to help people. You need to understand, bro, once you do it right, you will get rewarded by what comes with it. It's going to look like you sold out to the average dumb person. And that's why I want to raise y'all conscious level so y'all can really see the deeper perspective. I do understand, y'all, that there are some genuine cognitively dissonant people to where no matter what you tell them, they have their mind made up. This is not for them. This is for the ones that are open-minded but had reasonable speculation. And I hope I could clear that up for y'all. I love y'all.
All right. I mean, I have my little doubts too, you know, but it's kind of like, what's the saying? Eat the fish and spit out the bone type stuff, you know. They be having gems and they be having knowledge, and sometimes they release that knowledge, and if you catch it, you catch it. But at the end of the day, they human beings just like me and you. We all got our flaws.
Look, we got to keep building these data centers. We got a whole bunch of them, but we're going to need more. What do you mean, what about the environment? Fuck the environment. The environment's gonna get destroyed anyways. Once we really get into World War III and people start sending nukes left and right, you think anyone's gonna give a fuck about the environment? The environment's gonna be toast. The data centers is what's gonna power our underground cities. Yeah, the data centers don't really need fresh drinking water. That's for us. We don't want nuclear fallout in our water once we move underground. It's all strategic. Telling people the data centers need water to power AI, that's all a front. But it makes enough sense where no one's really gonna question it too much. And they're not gonna do anything about it. We got lab-grown fruits and vegetables, and we got lab-grown meat. We got water flowing in, and we got communications. That's all we need. The people that are in on it are in on it. The people that aren't, God be with them. Because once we die, we're gonna have to face that judgment. And I am not ready for that. That's why we're doing so much research on how to live for 250 years. That's more than enough time to milk this life of everything it's got. What happens after that? We'll just have to see. But it ain't gonna happen now. Keep building those data centers. You really think God can get us from underground? I mean, yeah, that's what it says in the Bible, but is he really gonna do that? I think if the bunker is strong enough, he's just gonna leave it alone. Well, you know what they say. We gotta try.
Yo, is he on to something? He might got a point there with the data centers and underground and all of that. Whoa, whoa. Weird guy popping up after Miss Rachel. Who's this?
It's weird because it's over technically, but this is on.
What the heck?
Now it's gonna end right here.
Did you press something?
Fuck you, dude. You see this? I see you. I see you. See you, bud.
Huh. That's strange, yo. What's up with that, man? We got a weird creepy guy coming over after Miss Rachel. So we got Ghost Font out here that AI cannot read, huh? Oh, I can read it though. I think that's what it said.
Alright, I'm gonna put y'all on to something real quick. When you're trying to find something at Walmart, go on the app. When you're in the store, and you look at the item and look at the flash button. Because when you do, it's going to look like this.
What?
It flashes, so you know what to do.
Did anybody else know that, or am I just finding that out? I mean, I don't really shop at Walmart like that too much, but like, I'm about to go try it just because I'm curious now. This rare cloud formation appeared over the mountains before Japan was rocked with a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. What are they doing up there? Or what's going on with the atmosphere? I have never seen leaves changing and falling already on several trees before July 31st hits. Do we really switch timelines and frequencies? I think so, because I was like blowing leaves out of my garage today and it's like July. It's like, what? Tourist gets illegally close to a spring at Yellowstone. What are you doing? Why do you even want to be down there like that? Is it really that dangerous? I mean, they got Birkenstocks on. You feel me? Like, they just kicking it. What if it's not even dangerous? I mean, it probably is. I don't know. It's probably evidence. I haven't researched it or anything. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, that's crazy work. Yeah, man, I ain't visiting Yellowstone. I'm cool.
Are issuing warnings about a popular kids' toy that may be in your home. We're talking about gel-filled squishies shaped like dumplings or animals in some cases. Shriners Children's Boston tells us they are seeing at least one case a week of kids being badly burned by the toys, thanks in part to a viral trend.
It's small and squishy, fun for little hands to squeeze, so popular in fact that some stores are sold out. Now the dumpling toy and other squishies like it are going viral for a different reason.
My poor baby's face, she woke up this morning red and it's a little bit hot.
But there's been many reports, y'all, about these things bursting open and causing skin burns.
People taking to social media reporting some toys are leaking or exploding. Grandmother Virginia Darby was watching her 4-year-old grandson when his toy, like this one, burst open, spilling the contents all over his face.
Like I said, I panicked. I didn't know what the heck to do, especially when you don't know what it can do to you.
Right. Darby called 911 and medics took her grandson to the ER. Shriners Children's here in Boston issuing a warning to families after seeing a surge of severe burns from the toys.
Definite uptick, about 1 to 2 patients a week we see with these injuries. And we're seeing pretty much second-degree burns from the chemicals inside.
Shriners tells us some kids are putting the squishies in the microwave after seeing the trend on social media.
Even like 5 seconds in the microwave can heat the gel up exponentially. Even leaving them in a regular car in the sun can heat them up. And we're seeing them, once the kids take them out of the microwave, they're exploding and the gel kind of hits their skin and gives them either a chemical or scald burn.
Putting them in the freezer, also dangerous. The outer shell becomes brittle and susceptible to leaks. If your child does have one burst, take action immediately.
Immediately try and get the gel and liquid off of the skin, remove any clothing surrounding the injury, and then definitely, we say at least 15-20 minutes to run it under cool water and then seek emergency care.
Virginia Darby's grandson was okay after the doctors checked him out, but she's still angry that the toy didn't come with product or warning labels.
Right. There's no way you would know if it's in the sun, it will bust, or if you play with it too hard, it will bust. It's just no cautions.
It's not always easy to tell the difference between a counterfeit or knockoff squishy toy, so industry experts say you should buy from a well-known retailer or your neighborhood toy store. Use caution if you buy secondhand or online. Some consumers report the counterfeits have a strong chemical odor and no package labels.
Something don't sit right with me about this billboard, because how are you advertising a beach resort and tiki bar, but there's a child
Right.
on here? There's no beach, no resort, no bar. You're using a child, and as much as we know about the pedos and foot fetishes and Nickelodeon and all that shit, I hope y'all can hear me. Something don't sit right about this. They don't. Her feet are up and exposed.
Right.
They double down on the rainbow scheme. Her hair is split in two, and then hold on, cause the only thing. Give me a second. They double down
Oh.
on the other side.
Wow.
With another child advertisement. It's supposed to be a beach resort and tiki bar. They show some beach in the background. And they have this little girl, little white girl. Both of them look like they're somewhere between 5 and 8. Absolutely not. And don't get me wrong, I love a vacation as much as the next person. I'm on vacation right now. But shit like that, in the climate that we're in, some don't sit right with me about that.
Do it sit right with you? Because it don't sit right with me either. 2020 trees, 2025 AI data centers. Look how they destroying everything with these data centers. It's ridiculous, ain't it? What could data centers technically be doing? I mean, like I said before, we've had data and a lot of technology for quite some time, yet we haven't needed these data centers. And they're popping up everywhere in the United States. I don't know where they're popping up or if they're popping up in other countries. If you guys are in other countries right now, do you guys have data center issues? Let me know in the comments, because that's like a real thing. But yeah, they're popping up everywhere in the States. Reflective lake makes cars appear to drive through the sky. That's actually a pretty cool view from up here. I mean, it probably doesn't look like that when you're driving, but like if you're looking at it from above, it's pretty cool.
Now you have AI companies buying antique books, buying rare books, ingesting their content, and then destroying these books.
Oh no.
You heard what I just said? There are AI companies that are purchasing books, rare books, ingesting all of the information, and then they are destroying these books. They are buying these books in bulk, putting them in high-speed machines that basically destroy the book. These high-speed machines cut the spine of the book, and then after that, they shred the books. Now you gotta ask yourself, why do they want the rarest books on earth? Why are they looking for antique books?
Right.
Then you gotta ask yourself, why are they destroying them? Mind you, a federal judge ruled that the practice that they're practicing is fair use. You know what that means, right? They're all in on it.
Yep.
Now, what if they decide to get rid of all physical books? The books that you don't have in your house.
Fahrenheit 451. Anybody seen that movie or read that book? Where books are like relics that you can't even like open. You see one, you gotta instantly burn it. Like, oh, it's a roach. You get what I'm saying? Like books have turned into roaches in the future.
You do know what this means, right? This means that they can rewrite history. This means that at any given time, when they want to change information, they can change information.
1984.
This means that at any given time, when they want to take information away, they can take it away. You don't hear me though, right? Just imagine that in the good old Bible that everybody reads, there are no more physical copies. And AI just so happens to think that something is wrong in this good old Bible. So AI says, you know what? I might want to change that. You catch my drift, right? My point is this. We watched people rewrite history before. And we may be watching people rewrite history again. Excuse me. We may be watching AI rewrite history again.
Right.
Pay attention.
What the hell is this?
Oh, seriously, what is that?
This is more terrifying than anything paranormal or extraterrestrial.
Red back spider. Those are wait. Wind widows? They're related to the red-backed spider and black widow, but they travel in enormous swarms on gossamer thin parachutes of silk that they... So that was a bunch of spiders. As long as there's a breeze here in Australia, you're safe. They'll float right overhead. However, if the wind stops, they'll tend to drop en masse. Oh, nah. Nah, I'm cool, yo. That's weird. Scud cloud? So it's a scud cloud. I thought it was a spider cloud. Oh, it's a fractus cloud. That's not a scud cloud. I don't know. It's weird. That's what it is. Talking about some when the wind stops, get inside. That ain't no spiders, man. Ain't no way.
Scud cloud. Spiders or aliens that is creepy as hell.
Alright, if you think that these forest fires that are happening in Northern Ontario right now are organic, just an act of God, then you are exactly where they want you to be. And I'm going to show you what's really going on right now. Now, first of all, as a Canadian that's been living in Ontario most of my life, this is not normal. What we've been seeing the past few years, far from normal. The first part of this agenda is they're trying to convince you that climate change is a real thing. And there's a lot of other agendas that go into this, so pay attention. First, I'm going to break down how they are doing this, how they are causing these fires, and number two, why they are doing this. First of all, for many, many years since you've been born, they've been littering our skies with heavy metals. Things like barium, aluminum, strontium, graphene falling from our skies into our soil. This is not some conspiracy. Go out on your car, scrape up the dust that you see on your car in the morning and use a magnet, and you'll see that it's magnetic because heavy metals are falling from the sky. Yep. This has been patented. There's hundreds of patents on it. They've been blowing the whistle on this for many, many years. The government has come out and admitted they spray chemtrails on us. All you need to do is look up and see. What's happening is as these heavy metals have been falling from the sky for so many years, the ground absorbs these heavy metals. The roots of the trees absorb these heavy metals. The trees then become very flammable. How do they spark this? Well, it's through directed energy weapons. Have a listen to this.
Or green or something like that. Real lasers, one of the key advantages that they provide is that they are invisible. You actually can't see them. You just see this damage suddenly starting to blow something up. Yep. So if we take a look now at what the Athena did to a truck. So we're looking at a truck engine, and the Athena within seconds was able to beam right in there, heat the whole thing up, and burn through the engine of this vehicle. So if you can imagine if you were in that vehicle, all of a sudden, this hole would start appearing in your engine.
To assess all these forest fires that were happening in the recent past in Maui and LA and all these places, and the cars melted into the ground, aluminum quite literally melting into cement. This is from directed energy weapons. Again, not a...
They literally out here destroying us. I don't want to say it like that, you know what I'm saying? But they are, like... They got these weapons of mass destruction. What Obama used to say, who got weapons of mass destruction? No, man, but for real, they do. They got these weapons, and they are using them on us in a way, and telling us that it's something completely different than what it actually is. And they have their own sinister reasons for doing these things. Imagine being... like the most powerful person or people, well, it's not people in the world, probably, you know, and you have access to everything, and it's just like you can get away with whatever. So whatever your agenda is, that's the agenda that's getting pushed. There's no pushback. There's nobody that's going to tell you no.
Conspiracy, guys. They have these things mounted to like Boeing 747s that can hit fucking targets 60 miles away. A tweet from the Department of War. Yes, the Department of War has directed energy weapons. Yes, we are scaling them. No mistake, this is exactly what's happening. These psychopaths that, you know, control this world, that control the money supply, that poison your air, food, and
literally
water.
just said this.
What they're doing is they're lighting up these rural areas because they're trying to push everyone into their 15-minute smart cities, a complete control grid run by AI and, you know, smart cars or electric cars that you can't go out of the cities. It is complete and total control, and this is the agenda. And I do also want to say that no matter how evil these people are, love always wins. We will rise up. Fuck all this bullshit. Focus on the love and the peace. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Whoa, massive grasshopper in Turkey. That's a grasshopper? That's the one from James and the Giant Peach. That's got to be that one.
Okay, so Council, this is a giant grasshopper spotted over there in Turkey. And let me just get one thing clear. This is not CGI. It's absolutely real. This grasshopper, for instance, is 25 centimeters, fam. And
bro, speaking inches, bro. What's a centimeter, man?
it's not just a one-off thing. They're saying Turkey is being invaded by these things. Giant freaking grasshoppers, bro. And again, it's not CGI. Family, I actually wish it was. Because if I saw this thing, I'd become a billionaire. You know why? Because I would shit at least 18 golden bricks. No joke. Family, this is the reality we're living in right now. And this is what I've been telling y'all niggas. Brace yourselves, man. The world as you know it is over. This is a whole new range. And fam, this is just what it is now. Anyway, y'all let me know how you feel in the comments. And let's glow. Bang, bang.
Yeah, so you see, Council, they say as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. And in the beginning, everything was gigantic, just like we're all about to be again.
What's this? Looks like a trailer from a movie with grasshoppers. Yo, that was Las Vegas a few years ago. Y'all remember Las Vegas got invaded with grasshoppers? And them was giant ones too on here. But not the ones in Las Vegas, so just regular ones.
Council, you see, the grasshoppers are bigger than the ones in the movie. But in the movie, they were made by genetic modification. Maybe it's the same in real life, but it still represents the same thing. It's a new world.
I mean, just imagine, you know, if you get this lab of scientists and they're like growing these giant grasshoppers, they're like, oh, where can we release them? Someone just like, Turkey. Just drop them off at Turkey. Where is this at?
A few moments later.
Oh, that's crazy. Bang. And then you can do about that.
It's the lasting signs of the latest heat wave. Sidewalks around the region of Waterloo buckling from the hot temperatures. As CTV's Colton Weens explains, it's not a common problem, but cities around the region are responding to a number of issues.
You know, it's crazy. I think there is a volcano or a fault line or something like that in the Midwest, like somewhere near the Mississippi. Could be mistaken. And I think it's like sideways or something like that. Like if it explodes, it's going to like cause a big split. I don't know. Could be wrong.
Didn't we read books about this? Like, you're erasing history. Those are real books. If you hadn't heard, Anthropic purchased millions of books. They just started copying them, and then they just started cutting the spines off the back and then destroying the books. Each page saved to feed their AI training library. Then the originals destroyed like it was a crime.
That's
like they have to cover
crazy.
up the evidence. So they're gonna have to destroy the crime, you know? But don't worry, a judge ruled this is fair use. Completely fair use, completely by the books. And other AI companies have been buying up these old books like hotcakes. Anything made previously to 2022. So anything that AI hasn't touched has an immense value to them.
I'm about to go to the bookstores like ASAP. Yo, we gotta get the books, man. Hold on to the books. Hold on to the actual books, not the new AI ones, right? Not the new edited ones. Get the actual old books. And just hold on to them. They're going to be worth a lot one day. Your children going to want those books. Trust me, they got phones now. But as they get older, they're going to hate those phones. I guarantee it. And they're going to want to go back to what time was like prior to phones. They're going to want books. Get those books.
So what do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments below.
Yes, leave your thoughts and comments below.
The firmament caught on camera. This person left his Nikon in the snow and he caught the firmament rotating. This is called turbine energy, and this is what fuels and creates energy for the whole plane or planet. Turbine energy. A turbine is a rotary machine that converts the kinetic energy of a fluid like water, steam, air, or combustion gases, and that can be used to generate electricity or power other systems like planes, jet engines. It's all kinetic energy. So as you can see it rotating, the base of the firmament is causing a friction on the ground, which creates static electricity and powers the earth. The earth is all kinetic energy.
Makes a lot of sense, don't it? Don't it? It's a solid barrier, huh? That's what the firmament is. What is this? Oh. I mean, the signs are there. They're everywhere. You just gotta kind of put it together. Like, is something really big about to happen? I don't know. Flat Earth? Globe Earth. So they sending bottle rockets into the sky. That's what it is.
You know, at this point, it should come as no surprise in the big 2025 that we're receiving videos like this now, where we're actually seeing people fly so high up into the sky where they see the firmament and the waters above. If you haven't heard about that, you just haven't been on the internet long enough, because this is like all that anyone's talking about. There's literally the sky. Do you know why it's blue? It's because it's water. And if you go so high up there, you'll pass through a barrier and then you'll go into space pretty much. And space is just another ocean that is sitting above all of us. And this was actually revealed to us a few years ago in a Hennessy commercial.
Literally.
I'll show it to you now just in case you forgot about it. And this blew everyone's mind when it first came out. They're putting the truth in plain sight. How many times do I have to say that? But it happens so often. They fly straight up and then they're in space, but oh wait, there's another barrier above it. This is what they don't show you in NASA's footage. They don't show you what is actually all the way up there. And there's another ocean, which was talked about in the Bible and all the ancient books, most of which were hidden under the Vatican archives, and we can't even read about them, so we don't even know most of human history.
They're probably getting tore up by AI at this point. I don't even know if they're in the Vatican archives anymore.
But they drip it out to us a little bit in our movies and TV shows, and rarely sometimes our commercials. So it's basically just showing us that there is a firmament all above us, but there is another place they travel to, such as beyond the ice ball.
That's the ocean's deepest point. Up there. Yo, that's crazy wild, Joe. Yeah, I think it's water up there, like literal water, like you just go and you pass through it, like gravity kind of like switches. Or something like that. I don't know. This is such AI right here. That's AI. Because like, why haven't we seen those videos before? And like certain pilots can't even fly that high. I mean, it does. I mean, I do think there's water up there somewhere. I just don't know if those videos were actual videos. Man, what is the Earth, y'all?
They don't know the truth.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you guys think there is an actual dome up there, like a physical glass dome? Or do you think it's just like waters and like things change? Or do you think it's a frequency type dome, one that's invisible, but it just feels like a glass dome? What exactly is it? There's something there, but what is it? What's holding us all here? Let me know your comments down below. These are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.